What's good, people? It's your guy Lewis, man. Just back with a short video, pretty much addressing the unfortunate murder of Chicago rapper FBG Duck. For those who don't know, FBG Duck, pretty much one of Chicago's most popular rappers of recent years, you know what I'm saying, was shot and killed Tuesday afternoon, August 4th. According to different reports, Duck was in downtown Chicago shopping Tuesday afternoon when two vehicles pulled up. Two men from both vehicles hopped out strapped, you know what I'm saying, and started blazing as Duck and others stood outside of a retail store. People in the area have said they heard as many as 17 shots, before the gunfire ended and the shooters drove away. Duck, along with another man and woman, was hit multiple times. To date, Duck is the only person who has been pronounced dead. Sadly, man, he was only 26 years old at the time of his death. Duck was one of the artists really holding the torch for Chicago. He had reportedly signed a deal with Sony Records and was receiving millions of views on YouTube and just had a nice little buzz going for himself, He was a gangster disciple. And was also well known for his beefs with rappers like Lil Durk, King Von, etc., who represent a rival gang, the Black Disciples. The war between the GDs and the BDs has been going on for years, and over that time, countless people have lost their lives. Duck actually made an attempt to kind of end the conflict between certain people when he put out his track, Chicago Legends. The song pretty much paid homage to different people he's lost on his side, but as well as showed love to some of the rivals who have passed away as well, But something worth mentioning I can't ignore is less than a month before he passed away, before he was killed, Duck dropped the diss song Dead Bitches. And on the track's chorus, he pretty much admitted to recording the song Chicago Legends for business reasons. Like it was pretty much a business move. And after that, he proceeded to diss multiple people, multiple Opps that had been shot and killed over recent years. But yeah, it was just crazy how, less than a month after he dropped that song, he shot and killed himself, unfortunately. But aside from the controversy, man, Duck had love and respect in Chicago. He was one of the artists who was able to build a buzz and at the same time stay in the city. But from what we've seen, time and time again, staying in your hometown when you're a rap artist, after you've reached a certain level, you develop a certain following, you've reached a certain amount of fame, people are jealous. There are artists in your area who've witnessed you come up, people in your areas who witnessed you come up, people who don't like you just because of the gang you represent or maybe things you've done to them or their loved ones, so on and so forth. That's just creating a recipe for disaster a lot of times, when you stick around. And unfortunately, FBG Duck was killed in his own city, out shopping. He's out shopping, picking up some stuff. Who would ever think that he would lose his life like that? It just shows you how unpredictable life can be. Speaking of the different Chicago rappers who have passed away, less than 2 months before Duck was killed, another Chicago artist, Trey Savage, who was also a Black disciple, was shot on the city's south side, after he dropped off his girlfriend, according to reports. I believe he was only 26 years old at the time of his death. I did a short video pretty much acknowledging him, addressing the situation, sharing my thoughts, man, because it was crazy how I thought about Trey Savage before he passed away. But it's just sad, man. It's just sad to see these different talented brothers, man, fall victim to gang and gun violence. It's just a cycle repeating itself. There's so many different rappers that have lost their lives in Chicago over the years, man, and just Chicago in general has been a violent and bloody city, and just to talk about 2020 alone, according to different stats I've seen online, From January to July of this year, there's been more than 2,000 people shot, and there's been more than 400 people killed. You know what I'm saying? Just to put that in perspective. Some cities don't have 200 murders a year. Some cities don't have 100 murders a year. It's crazy out there. It's a war zone out there. Only time will tell what's going to happen, man. I know you probably may have heard of what Trump said that he was going to do as far as like deploy federal law enforcement into Chicago to help kind of curb the violence. I guess only time will tell if doing something like that would help reduce all of the gun violence and gang activity taking place there. But just in the immediate future, man, it doesn't look so good, you know, but only the Lord truly knows. R.I.P. to FBG Duck, you know, another black man who was falling victim to gang and gun violence, unfortunately. Just wanted to do a short video, man, on that. Shout out to everybody supporting AHumbleSoul. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Salute. It's your guy Lewis checking in, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Y'all be easy, 100.